We are joined by Ray's studs, Austin Meadows, Ryan Yarbrough. Boys, how you doing?
We're excited, man. First day of camp here at home, so we're excited. First game, get out of the way.
You were on the bump. How you feeling?
Clean, everything felt good. So after the first outing in the year, it's all you can really ask for. But
you gotta. We'll do some base. We're gonna hop around silly baseball.
That's fine.
You guys are already getting our vibes with the Roosevelt shirt and everything.
Love it.
You've got a gnarly arm slot, dude. That's like
just the funk, right?
When did that happen? I don't think that Little League and it just kept going and you were getting
I don't know if you
people
asked
out,
me. I thought that was normal. And then everyone kind of comes up to you and it's like, dude,
no, it's not.
What is that? Everyone comes around and was like, hey, dude, that's some interesting arm slot. I'm like, oh, I thought it was throwing up top or something. And it's like, no, dude, that's some funk. And I'm like, okay, well, it feels like it's coming from right here. So that's the weirdest part about it.
That's also just born with that arm slot. That's what felt natural from the jump. That's cool.
Felt natural.
Have you seen that live? Have you guys done live BVP this year?
I've never faced you, have I?
Really?
No, I haven't.
Like in AAA before you got traded over.
Yeah, that's fine with me though.
Yeah, you're good with that?
I'm good with that.
How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I feel good.
Spring's here, man.
Spring's here.
You got last year you kind of went nuts, dude. You were awesome. Our roots are Yankee fans.
Yeah.
And so we saw the stats climbing up and we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see it. And then we saw it and you're like, okay, this dude's a problem.
Now we have someone to be scared of in the Rays lineup. It was bullshit.
How'd that feel? Like when you come up and do it? You got 2 years now. I was in the stats. when you come up and do it, are you like, yes? After the season.
Right.
Because in the season, I'm sure you're pretty locked in.
Yeah, or when did you have the moment where you were like, okay?
I just raked
right.
as an MLB player.
Right. Well, I knew I when I was an All-Star last year, I kind of knew that I fit in,
Yeah.
And, I kind of belong here and whatnot. But sitting around, at home in the off season, hanging out, that's when it kind of hits you. It was a great year. When you come into spring training this year, I'm in a lot different spot than I was coming into spring training last year. Trying to make the squad last year and trying to, prove myself, and now being able to do that this past season. Definitely in a different spot this year.
Yeah. Damn.
Is it nice having spring training in your home state? I mean, you guys don't have to travel at all, like everyone else. But you don't get Tampa, though. That's kind of – would you want Tampa? Would you want it to be the same exact area?
I wouldn't mind that at all.
No, it wouldn't be bad at all. I mean, they used to have spring training there in St. Pete, and then they moved down here, so they did it for a while. So
yeah.
I don't know. I guess it made too much sense or something. But no, it's we like it down here, obviously, and everyone kind of commutes it here. But I live in Tampa in the off season, so being there year round would be super easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Were you guys fast friends on the team? We're getting into this baseball world. We were kind of outside. He's doing the breakdown, silly stuff. Trevor Plouffe kind of brought us in a little. We've heard the term taster. We're big on that now.
Yeah.
I'm a big taster. I'm a huge taster.
All right.
Can it be an endearing term? Can you be someone's kind of a taster, or is it that's bad?
You got it.
I mean, I love the honesty, though, personally. It's okay,
I'm all about it.
All about it,
yeah.
man. I can appreciate that. If someone's like, no, I'm not, and then they just start doing it, it's okay, take it easy. But, no,
are you guys
straight from the get-go.
You guys are flying out. Are you guys flight buddies? Who's your flight buddies?
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, no.
We're not flight buddies.
Oh, damn.
Did he go Forrest Gump on you?
Turn the camera off.
I don't know who you sit next to.
You don't play cards with me, do you?
No, I don't play cards. I'm sleeping on the plane.
We play this game called Passoy on the plane, and I sit with Blake Snell, and we just go at it the entire trip. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we'll play cards and makes the flights go quicker. I'm not a good flyer, so it gets my mind off of
That's
it.
good.
Have Blake and that prospect, Matt?
The
slapdick prospect.
I can't say that, right?
No.
On our end, you can say whatever you want.
No, I don't think because he's not here in camp. So
I haven't met him yet. No,
I don't think they've shown up.
I think reached out to him. Hopefully.
Yeah, I think from what I read, he did, but I don't think anybody's kind of
no one. It
messed with
wasn't
him about
that big
it
of a
yet.
deal anyway.
No.
Right.
No.
That was tough.
It was just
That's
such
a tough start.
such a real moment though.
Well,
He's in the
yeah.
middle of something. And obviously him and Fam were close, and obviously we all love Tommy. It's just all part of the business, but just as a real moment as you can get. It's what the heck? It's it's just kind of classic.
Mouthful of ice.
Yeah.
And you guys were both traded, right?
Yes.
How was it? Did you guys have was that your welcome to the business moment, or was it kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna go play ball, or?
Yeah, I mean, when I got traded, I found out on the ticker on the bottom of the TV.
Really?
That's
Nuts.
fucked,
Yeah,
man.
I
How
was
does
watching.
that happen?
Everyone
I don't
says
know.
that.
I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but I was working out. Meadows and Glass now
Okay.
for Archer.
And then you just go look
That's
at your phone
crazy.
or what?
Yeah, you just go to your phone and then you're like, "Is this real? What's going on?" And then they pull you out of the locker room and they get me and Tyler, put them in the training room where we can talk to nobody, and then all of a sudden, yeah, you're traded. See ya.
Damn.
Oh, jeez.
So it wasn't too good.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you see the ticker today? It's true. You need to leave.
Gee, no, similar thing. I was at it was before spring training. We had like a pitchers camp in like early January. And I was with the Mariners, and they just got pulled aside off the field, like, hey, like, don't warm up with everyone, and everyone's just staring at you. And it's like, I'm like, what's going on? And like, oh, like you might be traded right here now. It's like they're working it out right now, and then like 20 minutes later, like, okay, yeah, here's the phone, like it's our GM, and it's like, hey man, yeah, we just traded you. It's all part of it, and yeah, it's like when I was still in the minors, it's like, oh crap, like
Yeah.
you're just out there playing baseball with all your buddies and guys you get drafted with, and then you said, okay, it's a business, and these kind of things happen. So it's definitely
Yeah.
eye-opening.
There's a room of
Big
guys
time.
just taking like a place card of your name, just moving around. That's like weird to think that you're just playing ball and there's like a group of guys out there. We saw some of the boards at the Braves thing. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We walked down the wrong room. And
Yeah.
we're like,
Yeah,
oh.
well, we accidentally found ourselves in like their like analytics department. We were like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay.
The 10-person depth chart at every position, and we're
Oh
like,
gosh.
I don't think we're supposed to be in here.
Snap a couple
We,
picks
uh,
and leave.
I think we gotta ask them our fun spring training question, and that'll bring us into the weird a little bit.
All right,
Oh,
it's,
perfect.
I
it's
think
easy.
this is a fun one.
It's easy. 9 of you versus 9 of him in a game. Who wins?
You're fielding, you're pitching.
Gosh.
It's tough.
That's all. I mean, he's a position player, so he gets like 9 at bats or like 8 at bats.
I get-
9
yeah.
at bats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
lefty's
but you
kinda
think you
tight.
but it's
yeah,
it-
I can
Lefty
appreciate
on
that.
lefty.
What can you pitch at all?
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd be curious. Like,
I've been curious. Do you size up every position player? Like,
been-
nah,
you have to.
that
you
guy
have to.
can't.
Hit or
Hey,
what?
come on, we can't hit, so like we got to be a little protective about this stuff. But I mean,
No.
like, okay, like you ask every single position player, okay, you get off the mound. What are you throwing? How hard are you throwing off the mound?
88 to 92.
Realistically, or
Yeah.
are you like just like, or are you just like saying that right
No,
now?
I'm serious.
Okay, all
Okay.
right. That's all I'm asking.
Healthy arm, yeah.
Healthy.
I'm good to go.
It's okay.
You mixing other stuff in? What's your pitch mix?
Change up.
Okay.
Fastball change up.
Okay.
I know I throw a cutter too, right? This right here. And then
You think you'll be able to catch that as well?
Yeah, you got catch. It's tough, man.
Everyone wants a lefty catcher, man.
Yeah, true. No.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
What is the
I think it's
what is the
kinda both.
disadvantage? Like it's something about throwing to one specific base, right?
I mean, guys.
Well,
don't
it's because
run as
there's
much
more
anymore
righties.
anyways.
But what are you saying?
The lefty catchers.
Lefty
Jake,
catchers.
I've seen a guy that basically caught it left-handed, and then would like take his glove off and throw it.
did he only have one hand?
Like
Yeah.
Jim Abbott, like
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big detail.
That is a big
He
fact.
wasn't just he wasn't just waving with the other
Yeah,
one.
he had
Oh,
one.
gosh.
I didn't want to say it.
Okay. It was cool. I've seen that video too.
Yeah.
But I think it's because there's more righty batters, so to throw the runner out at third
I
and
think
stuff,
that's what it
you
is
need
because
to
I
be
feel
righty.
like the second it shouldn't really matter.
It's crazy, like the weird rules about that. Like someone asked me once, like, why are there no lefty second baseman? And it's like, yeah, a lot lefties got a hard time being an infielder.
I mean,
Right.
that makes sense, though. I mean,
Something about turning the double play,
plays would
right?
be
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Yeah, that'd be a nightmare.
That'd be fun to
But
watch.
catchers, like, guys don't steal animour. Like, did you
No.
get swipes last year?
I got some swipes.
run a little
yeah,
bit?
I got the red light though a lot. Cash over They just hit home runs. Just worry about home runs, and
Just
that's it.
That's it. That's easy.
Is it a sneaky red light or is it just like a no?
It's like a no.
yeah, hard no. It's tough.
That's funny. What off the field? What are you guys in? We got Netflix stuff. Any readers? Like what's going on?
I like to fish a ton.
Okay.
But that's about it. My wife's here. We have our dog. I like to go out to eat a lot.
Okay.
I like
Cooper?
To eat a lot. Who?
Is your dog's name Cooper?
No.
That's my dog's name.
We were
Close
given-
enough. I love it.
We were given notes. I read them through
Oh,
once,
yeah,
but we didn't have
that's
time to
right.
study.
Making him have to think there for a second. It's like, oh, crap. Was that my dog's name?
Say copied your dog's name. He's-
Fishing, dog, food. I could get into
Fish and
that.
dog food. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
thing.
That's a full day
Wife.
right there.
Get the wife in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wife.
No.
Baseball.
Wife,
It's like
yeah.
Florida. It's just spring training life. It's
Right.
your everyday all life. That's
Right.
cool. That's
Napping.
not bad.
Well, boats and homers, is that what?
Yeah.
I have a shirt.
Oh.
Yeah, boats and homers.
Okay.
It's a good
I
shirt.
did a photo shoot and on the boat. I went out on the boat in Tampa Bay and I went in full jersey. And I got in the water and everything, had the pole and everything on the whatever,
Yes.
and then they made a shirt out of it with me standing on the boats and homers.
They should
Obviously,
make
step
a
brothers.
they should make a fishing rod that's a baseball bat, and then you BP to what's it
Cast
called?
a
To
line?
cast a line. You throw
There
a
you
little
go.
bob and just fucking hit a
Oof.
home run.
Oh, that's
Okay.
great.
And
Then you
That's
catch a
sick.
fish.
And
Yeah.
this is Shark Tank now. Okay, what else you guys have?
There goes my great idea. I mean, shoot. Oh, man.
No, the note said Ryan likes watching documentaries.
Documentaries. Okay.
Wow.
A little bit.
Okay.
Here and there. Like, we're the exact opposite. He'll, like, go out like, on an off day. Like, I just want to, like, relax and do nothing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not me.
Like, we'll, like, my wife's here, too, and we'll just, like, just hang out at the house. We'll go to get some coffee shop, stuff like that. But I just want to, like, lay on my couch and, like, relax with my dog and do nothing, really.
Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper.
As
Yeah.
we covered. Did we get your dog's name?
Melee.
We got to pump Melee.
Melee.
Yeah,
Okay.
Melee.
We got to.
Not bad.
We'll
Not
give both
Bailey,
dogs
Melee.
love. We don't.
Yeah, there you
want-
go.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a dog
Jeez.
show.
You guys dog people? That's the real question now.
Jake's a dog guy.
I'm a giant dog person.
Yeah. He's got a
Golden
giant
Doodle.
dog. His dog's the size of him.
Oh, wow.
And that's not a
Yeah.
joke. When it's on its hind legs, it's taller than your. It.
Yeah.
It.
Not a dog guy.
Obviously.
He's a beautiful creature.
Oh.
He doesn't shed. That's
He's
key.
giant. Yeah, hypoallergenic.
Huge.
Huge. Yeah, we get some hate because it's like adopt, don't shop, and I get that. Girlfriend is allergic to the hair or whatever, so like I can kind of play that card, but love it. Like,
Adopt, don't shop. That's like a saying.
Yeah,
Cool. I know
Yeah, I
that.
never heard of that.
talking dogs, man.
Yeah. I had a dog.
Podcast.
I had a dog. He was named after Don Zimmer. He lived
Yeah.
a long, good life.
Good.
And
How-
that's the dog I like.
How do the Tampa fans treat you guys? I mean, are you guys below? I mean, again, Yankee roots. You know, I don't want to say Tampa. It gets viewed differently because you're at the Trop. You know, the fans kind of didn't roll through. The wild card game, was it this year? Or no, this year was in Oakland, right?
It was in Oakland this year,
Yeah.
and then we had the 2 games in
Right,
the
right,
DS at home. And
But
those
they
were
showed
incredible.
out.
Dude, it was
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
unbelievable.
Yes, it needs to be like that more. That'd be unbelievable.
Yeah.
They had the little towels, like,
That was
swinging
It was
and
cool.
It's
going
kind of
crazy.
distracting though. The yellow towels. I thought it was a little distracting.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe they
wow.
should do that when we're hitting. Maybe, like, when
Okay.
they're
And then
hitting.
put it. Yeah.
We
right.
could we could
Okay.
spread that.
Yeah.
We'll let him know.
A little awareness.
We'll get white towels out there so they can't see
Ooh.
a thing. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Has the
got
catwalk
you.
got you yet? Has it hurt you? Has it helped you yet? Catwalk speakers.
Ooh,
Both of you, yeah.
You've
No.
definitely whacked it a couple times, right?
I've hit it, yeah, BP and stuff, but nothing up top. When you're an outfielder, it's, oof, man. When that ball hits the catwalk
It's
and you have to,
brutal.
to catch it, no chance. So it can be for both sides. It's a disadvantage sometimes for both sides.
I don't think you were there yet, but the Yankees, Clint Frazier, one of you guys played with him.
I think we were at home. Yeah, someone
Yeah.
like hit off the speaker. Or
It would have
something.
been
yeah,
a would have been a go-ahead home run in the 9th inning. Instead, hit the speaker.
I think Hechavarria or
Hechavarria just
Yeah.
Caught it.
casually caught it. Clint got sent down the
Sent
next
down.
day.
Oh,
I grew up with him. Did you guys know that?
No.
I did. Yeah, I did because the
Oh.
notes. The
Notes.
notes. Little League.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
He didn't read the notes.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boys. Yeah.
What's your, I mean, like Little League were you guys playing or like?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
we've known each other at a very young age.
That's cool.
I can't imagine that, dude.
Yeah.
Have you had that? Like, I
Why?
think we
We've been
did this-
talking sports since we were 14,
Yeah,
and now look
we
at
have.
us.
Yeah. Arguing over chicken sandwiches at lunch,
Oh,
and
man.
we're here. But that's got to be nuts, man. Because I feel, actually, now that I'm going back, I'm hearing my Little League coaches giving us speeches, and it's like, you might not make it. I feel like you guys didn't get the same speeches I was getting as a
Oh,
youngster,
man.
but
No.
all right.
Yeah.
And we got emotional. We got emotional.
I
at the
have
end
I have a tough question for you, and we may have to answer it for you.
Okay.
there. Okay.
You're in 8th inning, 2 outs,
Oh no.
get pulled.
Yeah. Well, 9th inning, but
Yeah,
Right,
well,
right, right.
8 2/3 is where my
Yeah.
brain was
No, you're
working
good.
to there.
Baltimore.
You had
no,
to be.
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
that was when I blew the perfect game. But no. Well, yeah, just the shift.
Wouldn't say blew it, but
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't say blow. That's a tough word. That's a different story.
Yeah.
though.
Wait, so the shift got you once, and then
That was when Baltimore, when Stanek and I had the perfect game going into. Ooh, look at that.
God.
that was
Bugs
two
right here.
bugs
Two
Yeah,
bugs.
hanging out.
We've never seen those
Whoa.
before.
No.
Are
those are
the love bugs
love
or whatever?
bugs, man. Yeah.
My girlfriend told
Terrible.
me about those, and I thought she was messing with me. 'Cause
terrible.
What,
if
I
you're
almost
gonna
just
make
about to
up- if
die?
I
you're
know they
gonna-
were made in like a lab
Yes, they were made at
by
University of Florida, and
to
now
like
they
control the mosquito population,
What?
and then they just like
Yes,
spread like wildfire, and now
That's
they're
fucked.
everywhere.
I thought my girl was messing with me, and she
No,
told me
they're-
that story, and she's like, "No, that's real." I was
Science
like,
bug
"You're
just
lying."
landed on me?
Yes.
Science
You
bug.
just got science
Science.
bug.
That's awesome.
Speaking of science bug,
Anyway,
Ain't
that had to
two-thirds.
suck.
Yeah, no, it's no one's ever gonna be like happy about that.
Right.
And obviously, talking to Cash after it, like he told me why it happened, and we ended up winning the game. So, but at the
What
same
did
time,
he tell you?
it was more about matchup base.
Where you were like, "Buck cash."
yeah, like, but
What was that against?
One-
I've been
one
doing
more
it
out.
for a
Who was
while.
it against?
it was
Domingo
Seattle.
Santana, right?
Yeah, it was
You
two
struck him.
outs, and it was
Yeah,
Domingo
you-
Santana, and then we brought in Pagan,
right,
and then they
right.
pinch hitted. I think it was Narvaez for him.
Yeah.
Either way, it was like three
He grounded
pitches
out.
later.
He
Yeah.
grounded out
Yeah.
to second.
And it was like, all right.
I could have done that. In fact, I was doing that.
Yeah, it was going pretty well. So, and then obviously those little
Pretty
ones
well.
thing. Yeah.
Is it hard to buy in, or is it easy to buy into the opener and the bulk guys? And because you went through the whole thing,
Right.
and then kind of they were like, "All right, well, he's a starter."
Yeah, I think it was at first. I think it was more of we had a couple of young guys and just about kind of getting our feet wet and kind of easing our way into it. And then obviously when we started doing it, we had a lot of success. But then, like you said, last year we had some injuries where I was able to kind of step up a little bit and finally get a chance to start. And obviously, kind of the rest is history. And hopefully, so I'm here to kind of compete and prove to them I can continue to do that. And we'll see what happens.
yeah. Do you ever tell Kiermaier, like, "Get out of here, dude. I got it.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'm under the ball. I got it."
Well, he's a really good outfielder.
He's got range.
He's got range.
We'll give him that.
He tracked one. He
little
tracked
bit.
one down today.
Yeah.
I looked like it was
yeah.
in the gap.
Yeah, I can always hear his footsteps. He's coming in hot. So if he calls me off, even if it's a ball and right, I'm just like, okay.
You're
whatever,
good?
just take it. Like, you're good. You got
More
it.
than
That's a good
likely you got
attitude. That's a good attitude.
Whatever,
right?
man. You got gold gloves, whatever. Just take it. I'll take the play off. No,
I'm
no,
just
but
out here
he
chilling.
does catch a lot of balls that we
Okay.
don't think he'll catch.
I got one more question.
One more and then we'll
it's
try the
it's
game?
yeah, we'll try the game. It's a personal one. That the game last year with the Red Sox with like the 40-minute delay because the umps and Cora were confused.
Mm-hmm.
That was the worst thing I've ever sat through. How'd it feel to be like on the field? Was
I
it just
throw-
awful?
Were we was I throwing
remember
that day?
that?
I don't know who was throwing that
I
day.
What was the delay about?
Oh, it was Cora was being a dummy.
It was something about the
rules thing.
lineup.
Cora
change
and
or-
Angel
Oh,
Hernandez.
it was the lineup thing.
Yeah,
right,
Cora
right,
and
right,
Angel
right,
Hernandez
right.
were both just being dumb. I had to do a breakdown on it because people were like, "Explain this to me," and I was like, "Oh, it took me 2 hours." So I hate that game. But I can't even imagine sitting there and being like, "Are you kidding me?"
I
That's the
just
last
wonder
thing.
what's like going through their minds and like, okay, what is he arguing first off, and then like trying to thought process it. Was that when like we were doing one of those where we had like
you
the
did like a double
Yeah,
double
we
I
did
switch.
think it was
double-
Calera came into pitch and then went
then
to
went to-
first base
yeah,
or
and then
something,
came
tried
back
to
in.
come back, and then it just became I don't know what just happened there. Everyone was like, whoa, 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 and then we're like, they're trying to explain, and they're going back and forth. We're like, just trying to play some baseball here, and
Yeah.
just those
We
things are
already have
kind of
enough
get a little.
delays, man. We
yeah.
don't need any more of that
Would
stuff.
would you want to go play first for like one out if that was called upon? We'd be like, "Oh yeah," or would you be scared shitless?
Both a little bit.
All
I don't
right,
know,
that's
like,
fair.
Honesty,
I
right?
think that's
Like,
the correct
honestly,
answer.
I would do
You
it. I
don't
think
even
I'd
do
have.
anything.
It
You
would,
just stand there.
yeah,
That's all
like,
you have to do.
that's what everyone says until the ball's hit at you, right? Like
Just don't even go for it.
every. Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah, the other pitcher like comes up to me after. He's like, "Dude, why didn't you get that?" It's like, I don't know.
The Yankees did it with Brian Mitchell, and the first pitch was a foul ball, like right to him, like barely up, and it.
Oh,
And Aroldis Chapman was on the mound, who you don't want to make mad, and the love bug.
there it is, man.
I just killed science.
It's on you. Don't
All right.
hit it to me.
What about the three batter rule now? Well, that's gonna do some.
I guess he won't be able to do it unless you want him to go more than 3 batters.
Yeah, that's true.
That is interesting. They also the 3-batter rule, like you can still end the inning, so it's barely.
Yeah.
Right,
barely-
right.
I don't
barely-
think. Yeah, I don't think it'll be there as much. But
All right. Well, we're gonna play a card game now, if that's cool with
unless
you
you
guys.
guys have any final questions for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
know Okay.
I know
Oh,
you
sounds
do-
like you have like a
I had
bunch.
something for him, so it's like, okay, they're very like.
There we go.
Sure.
You're what?
Well,
Obviously-
you know why we're so intent right now? And
Why?
We'll,
No one has asked questions yet, or what?
No, we'll semi-throw him under the bus.
No,
Higgy,
it's not under the bus.
Higashioka,
Okay.
Yankees catcher. Yeah, we had him on, and he was cool, but he's a pretty reserved dude.
Right.
Yeah.
And
We
so,
said
so
avid
we
questions
were
for
silly,
us.
and he's having a good time, but kind of quiet. And then at the end, we're like, "Hey, you got some questions for us?" And he goes, "Nah, I'm kind of not a small talk guy." And we're like, "This is podcast. This is kind of what we're doing."
Yeah.
So we're
So-
excited.
No, okay. Obviously, you do your Gruden impressions
Sure.
and everything.
Okay.
Have you actually met him yet,
I
or like
met
has he
Gruden.
like reached out to you, or like kind of given you some tips about how your
So,
impression is or anything?
I haven't gone hardcore on that.
Okay.
Have you seen like the fake Gruden online, foul Gruden or something?
It's faux.
What happened?
Faux.
I don't know if I've seen it. He does these Gruden impressions
It's
that are
alright.
like really good
It's like
on Monday night, right?
It's nice
Yeah.
of you.
I gotta tell you what, man. You got a little bit of the Chucky if you got the eyebrow going there. I gotta
Who?
tell you what, man. Austin Meadows. Watching that guy hit the ball. If I had 9 Austin Meadows all over the field, man, that's what I'm talking about.
Step on wood if you're with me.
So,
Oh, that's
but
great.
notice impressions. I mean, they have a short
Shelf
life.
life.
Like you can't hammer it to death.
Yeah.
But if I met Gruden, I'd do it. But it's honestly Caliendo's impression. I can do a lot of Caliendo's impressions, but
He's
I can't
your-
do impressions on my own, which is like really pathetic. Or it's maybe
He's
it's
got
not
a
put in
real
the
good
time.
Shaggy.
From like
Oh, I
Scooby
don't
Doo.
know if I could do that into the mic.
Sure you can.
Can I?
I'll lower you a little.
Oh,
So, yeah.
man.
Are my the wives were in on that one.
That's his talent.
It's pathetic. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I just had a weird childhood. I was humor or I was sports, and like that's it. Like people talk about like the Disney movies and stuff. Like he was kind of locked into that. Like I missed all of it. Like I got nothing.
Come on, you never
It-
saw. Not like even like when Disney Plus, you never wanted to go back and watch like the Disney Channel original movies. Come on,
He
like, there's a
didn't
couple.
watch like
I missed
how
him,
how
dude.
normal
You missed
kids
all the
go.
Disney movies?
Normal kids go like Nickelodeon. They go like Nickelodeon, then Disney Channel, then MTV, and that's like the progression.
Right.
He skipped all of that
Yeah.
at 5 years old. He was just watching sports and Sports Center.
Yeah.
So that's how his brain works.
Like sports or humor, I got you. Anything else, I'm gone. I'm useless.
He doesn't have This is the weirdest thing about you. He
Okay.
doesn't have Spotify or iTunes or anything on any of his laptops or his
You listen
phone.
to YouTube?
Yes, that's the only way he consumes music. He
Wow.
watches YouTube videos.
Really?
Dude,
No
I'm just
music.
really bad with technology. The one.
Don't you have a podcast?
No, it is. No, I have one pet peeve. I have a couple pet peeves. If I try to give a business money and they can't accept it for whatever reason, like that gets me. That brings out the old
So
guy.
he
in
tried
me.
to get Spotify. They declined his card,
It
and
was-
now he's got a big fuck you to Spotify
declined.
forever.
Honestly, it was probably the one day that their site like wasn't working or whatever.
I mean, it had to be user error. You're bad at technology.
No, I just think they were having a bad day, and I tried 3 times. It didn't happen, and I'm out.
You're just done for life now,
I'm
right?
done. No, they don't get this. They don't get this business. So, thank you for the question.
No, you're good,
Yeah.
man.
Appreciate
I was
it.
curious.
Austin, if you want it, if not,
If I
Come
want
on,
what?
let's-
if you got a question,
Come on, what do you got, man?
I wanted to see this card game.
Let's
Yeah,
see
he's
the
in.
game.
All right,
What
we're
is
gonna take a
this?
quick break. If you're listening on the podcast, go to YouTube now.
That's business. That's business.